Good afternoon to all. So yesterday we have discussed up to the inhibition of metabolic biological compound synthesis while studying the mechanism of action of antibiotics. So today we can continue from this portion. The trimethoprim sulfomethoxazole, TMP-SMZ. It is another combined drug which is used widely because of its synergistic activity. Because trimethoprim and sulfomethoxazole, they block different steps of DNA, RNA, precursor synthesis and also proteins. The sulfamethoxazole of this TMP-SMZ, that is a sulfonamide, and it shows a structural analogy with para-aminobenzoic acid, PABA, and blocks the reaction synthesizing dihydrofolic acid. So this para-aminobenzoic acid is required for synthesizing dihydrofolic acid in the folic acid synthesis. So this sulfamethoxazole, which shows similarity or structural analogy with PABA, it blocks the synthesis of DHF, that is dihydrofolic acid, from PABA. Whereas trimethoprim, that is sulfonamides, it is also a sulfonamide showing structural analogy with the same with this DHF, block the reaction, same process. So it may blocks the reaction synthesizing tetrahydrofolic acid from DHF. So from this DHF, THF is formed, and the formation of this THF from DHF, it is also blocked by trimethoprim, and sulfamethoxazole blocks the synthesis of THF. Trimethoprim blocks the synthesis of THF. So this is the short form, that is para-aminobenzoic acid in the presence of the enzyme dihydropteroate, and it may result in dihydropteroic acid which forms DHF, and with the help of this DHF, THF is formed which helps in the synthesis of nucleic acid precursors. So when this sulfamethoxazole, which similar to this PABA, binds with this dihydropteroic acid, it inhibits the synthesis of DHF, and this trimethoprim also inhibit the formation of this DHF. So this synthesis of this dinucleoside triphosphate precursors, that is DNTPs, DATP, DGTP, DCTP, TTP, and this the synthesis of these precursors and the inhibition of THF and DNP synthesis occurs with the help because of this antibiotics. So trimethoprim sulfomethoxazole inhibit the synthesis of nucleic acid precursors such as DNTP, DATP, etc., and also it inhibits THF and DHF. That is another. Next is about inhibition of nucleic acid synthesis. Antibiotics, they can also inhibit replication, transcription, and folate synthesis of microorganisms. Folate synthesis we have discussed, and here mainly these antibiotics have mode of action on blocking the replication process and also the replication of the DNA. Blockage of replication and replication of DNA. So there is deoxyribonucleotide precursors. These are synthesized, that is from the polymerization of deoxynucleotides. So this deoxynucleotides which may polymerize to form deoxyribonucleotide precursors. And with the help of the kinase enzyme, this deoxynucleoside triphosphates that is DNTPs, DGTP and DCTPs and DATPs are synthesized. They are synthesized from the deoxynucleoside diphosphates. So these triphosphates are synthesized from the diphosphates with the help of the enzymes. And these are synthesized with the help of the ribonucleotide reductase enzyme. And this process which can be blocked by the antibiotics. So this deoxyuracil diphosphate, that is DUDPs, that can be synthesized from UDP itself by the reductase enzyme and which is converted to DUMP. Similar, dimethylate synthetase also catalyzes a reaction that converts DUMP methylated by tetrahydrofolate to DTMP. So in this step, this THF is synthesized from DHF with the help of the reductase enzyme. And finally, DTTP is synthesized from DTMP by kinase. So these are all the mechanisms that are normally taking place in the nucleic acids. So, and also this DNA gyrase opens the DNA strands for the polymerization of deoxyribonucleotides by DNA polymerase according to each circular strand. So these are all steps involved in replication, etc. And how this antibiotics which may act, that is quinolones, that are especially nalidixic acid and ciprofloxacin. These are the different types of antibiotics and the trade name quinolones. This can be used in the infections caused by Pseudomonas species. They prevent the formation of replication fork. So this DNA replication process is formation of replication fork and action of DNA gyrase enzyme, etc. So this replication fork form prevent the antibiotics such as nalidixic acid and ciprofloxacin. How? By inhibiting that DNA gyrase enzyme which we have already mentioned here. The DNA gyrase and DNA strands DNA strands open cheyidittu pinnella baakiyulla steps help cheyyunnu. Appo ee replication fork formation it can be prevented. Engane? By inhibiting DNA gyrase enzyme by these antibiotics. As a result of the binding of these quinolones to the GYR-A subunit of this enzyme. Enzyme in the subunit by binding these antibiotics, and it may inhibit that enzyme and it may result in the formation of preventing the formation of replication fork. It may affect the replication mechanism. Another antibiotics, novobiocin and comormycin, it also prevent the formation of replication fork by inhibiting DNA gyrase enzyme as a result of binding to GYR-B. So, these two antibiotics, novobiocin, comormycin, that is DNA gyrase B subunit bind. So, these two genes sometimes gets mutated. Angane resistance develop antibiotics. That is, antibiotic resistance we will discuss now. These genes mutation resistance develop. Those antibiotics which has effect on replication and other mechanisms of replication include norfloxacin, gatifloxacin, gemifloxacin, moxifloxacin and other groups of fluoroquinolones. These are fluoroquinolones. Next class important classes, antibiotic classes this the mechanism of action. Those antibiotics which have action on the DNA replication mechanism, other antibiotics are fluoroquinolones. Fluoroquinolones ciprofloxacin, norfloxacin, they are considered non-toxic. and they are used to treat urinary tract infection, pneumonia. അപ്പോൾ this nucleic acid precursors അതിന്റെ synthesis which are used in the replication of this DNA, and this can be blocked by other antibiotic, that is trimethoprim, hydroxyurea, 5-fluorodeoxyuridine and 5-fluorouracil. അപ്പോൾ വേറെ സെപ്പറേറ്റ് ഗ്രൂപ്പ്സ് ഓഫ് ആന്റിബയോട്ടിക്സ് വരുന്നുണ്ട്. ദേ ക്യാൻ ഇൻഹിബിറ്റ് ദിസ്, they prevent the synthesis of deoxynucleotide precursors which are used in replication of DNA. Then trimethoprim, actually they are inhibitor. നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പഠിച്ചു trimethoprim inhibit enzyme dihydrofolate reductase. So they are inhibitors of folate synthesis, and it is a structural analog of dihydrofolate. Prevent the synthesis of tetrahydrofolate by inhibiting the enzyme dihydrofolate reductase. So TMP, that is a precursor of deoxynucleotide polymer, is not synthesized now. പിന്നെ അതുപോലെ തന്നെ DNA റെപ്ലിക്കേഷനിൽ വരുന്ന ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ് പ്രിക്കസേഴ്സ് ആണല്ലോ DNTP, TNTP, DTTP, CTP. അതിനെ ബ്ലോക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്ന these are also blocked by 5-fluorodeoxyuridine and 5-fluorouracil by competitive inhibition. Then another examples are monophosphate forms of 5-fluorodeoxyuridine and 5-fluorouracil. They are also structural analogs to this DUMPs, that is the substrate for thymidylate synthase. അപ്പോൾ DUMPs എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എൻസൈം thymidylate സിന്തേസിന്റെ സബ്സ്ട്രേറ്റ്സ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിലാണ് ഈ 5-fluorodeoxyuridine വന്ന് ബൈൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So what happens? They may inhibit the synthesis of DTMPs. അടുത്തതാണ്, അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ന്യൂക്ലിക് ആസിഡ് സിന്തസിസിൽ ഇൻഹിബിഷൻ ഓഫ് എന്താ പറയാ ന്യൂക്ലിക് ആസിഡ്സ്, അതാണല്ലോ നമ്മൾ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്ത്. ഇൻഹിബിഷൻ ഓഫ് ന്യൂക്ലിക് ആസിഡ് സിന്തസിസിൽ നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞത് ഇൻഹിബിഷൻ ഓഫ് റെപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ മെക്കാനിസം ആണ്. അതെങ്ങനെ, ഏതൊക്കെ ആന്റിബയോട്ടിക്സ് ആണ് റെപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ഇൻഹിബിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അതിൽ വരുന്നതാണ് ഫ്ലൂറോക്വിനലോൺസ്. അടുത്തത് പറയുന്നത് ട്രാൻസ്ക്രിപ്ഷൻ മെക്കാനിസത്തിന് എങ്ങനെയാണ് ബ്ലോക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നത്, അതും ന്യൂക്ലിക് ആസിഡ്സിൽ വരുന്നതാണ്. അപ്പൊ എന്താണ് ഇതൊക്കെ, നമ്മൾ ട്രാൻസ്ക്രിപ്ഷൻ എന്താണ്, റെപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ എന്താണെന്നൊക്കെ ഡീറ്റെയിൽ ആയിട്ട് പഠിക്കും. ട്രാൻസ്ക്രിപ്ഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ ഫോർമേഷൻ ഓഫ് RNA ഫ്രം ദ DNA. അപ്പൊ ജനറ്റിക് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ ഇസ് ട്രാൻസ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ DNAയിലുള്ള ജനറ്റിക് ഇൻഫർമേഷൻ ആണ് RNAക്ക് പാസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ത്രൂ ട്രാൻസ്ക്രിപ്ഷൻ with the help of the enzyme RNA polymerase that catalyze a reaction, and this may binds to the ribonucleotides with phosphodiester bond. Then RNA polymerase is constructed by 2 alpha 1 beta 1 beta dash 1 gamma 1 sigma subunits, and it can be initiated by sigma subunit that bind to promoter innovates, that is a DNA, RNA DNA helicase. ഇതൊക്കെ അതിന്റെ മെക്കാനിസത്തിൽ വരുന്നതാണ് ട്രാൻസ്ക്രിപ്ഷന്റെ. അപ്പൊ ഇതിന് നമുക്ക് ട്രാൻസ്ക്രിപ്ഷനെ ഇൻഹിബിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആന്റിബയോട്ടിക്സിന്റെ പേരാണ് പഠിക്കേണ്ടത്. റിഫാംപിസിൻ, that inhibit the transcription mechanism, and these are the derivative of rifamycin family of the antibiotics that block the initiation of transcription by binding of beta subunits of RNA polymerase. And rifampicin is also used in the treatment of infections caused by tuberculosis, that is Mycobacterium tuberculosis, Mycobacterium leprae, bacteria for which treatment is very hard and is non-toxic to the humans due to it does not inhibit eukaryotic RNA polymerase. Another group ആണ്, അപ്പോൾ റിഫാംപിസിൻ ആണ് TBക്കൊക്കെ കോമൺ ആയിട്ട് യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ആന്റിബയോട്ടിക്. സോ അതിന്റെ മെയിൻ ഫംഗ്ഷൻ ഇൻഹിബിഷൻ ഓഫ് ട്രാൻസ്ക്രിപ്ഷൻ. ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് ഈസ് streptolidine, also blocks the initiation of transcription process by binding the beta subunit of the DNA RNA polymerase, Another antibiotic is bicyclomycin.